Hey everyone, welcome to a video on how to set up your RC2TG board. Now I'm making this video for those of you with the evaluation boards, just to help you out and show you what you need to do once you get one of these boards. Okay, now let's run through the board. Okay, up the top here we have our channel input pins. So this is where the servo leads from our receiver attach. Channel 1 is the top and the way to go down to channel 6. Now channel 6 isn't actually for channel 6, surprise surprise, it is actually the receiver selection jumper. I've just mislabeled it there. Okay, now what you need that for is if you're using one of these Turnigy 8-channel receivers, which I know a lot of you will be. If you plan to use one of these receivers, you must connect a bind plug and leave it there to channel 6 pins, like so. Okay, so if you're using this receiver with this board, you must have a bind plug always connected. Okay, so the other thing you also have to do, just like the RC5HL, you must swap around channel 3 and channel 2, okay, because of the idiosyncrasies of this receiver. So bind plug, swap 2 and 3 when using the Turnigy 8-channel. Okay, so that's that part. Next up, you'll notice we have a dip switch selection here. Now you need to uniquely identify each one of your RC2TG boards. Okay, so we provided a 6-position dip switch for you to do that. With 6 positions you have over 100 different combinations, believe it or not. So with each board, individually set a combination. Now I know there's 100 combinations. You'll have to keep track of them in case you're in a multi-club situation, but I doubt that anyone will have 100 Taigen tanks running at one time, all with these boards. Okay, that's, you know, there isn't even more than 10 of these boards produced anyway, so there'll never be 100 tanks in one spot using this. So what you do, just set up any old combination of switches you might want, okay, say the middle 2 down, and that will uniquely identify this particular RC2TG board. Now when you've done that, you need to bind this board to your MFU, and to do that with the supplied cable, you connect the bind pin here, which is this bottom pin sitting here all by itself, to ground. Now the best place to take ground from is this end pin here on your program port, this end pin. Okay, so attach him there like that. See? Okay, so when you have that wire in place, turn the power on to both units. These 2 units will bind to each other, and that's what we'll do next. I'll show you that in demonstration. Okay, so here is a unit I've prepared earlier with my X8R. Okay, so here's our switch selection. Again, like just before, we'll put the middle 2 on to uniquely identify this board. Okay, once we've done that, connect up the bind plug. Sorry, yeah, the bind jumpers, plug jumper, that position there like that. Okay. Now, what happens? You must supply power to these 2 units at the same time. Once that happens, the system will bind. So let's just plug our unit in at the same time. Buffo. Okay, and let's have a look what happens. We'll have flashing, and then when everything's good, it'll go solid. Everything's good, it's gone solid. That will have bound. Okay, now we can disconnect our power, remove our bind plug, and away we go. We're all right to start rolling with the tank. So connect our power back up, and you'll see that'll flash. When it goes solid, that's good. Well, when it flashes rapidly like that, that's good. And when, of course, when your Taigen light is on solid, that's really good. Okay, as in the previous video, to activate your Taigen tank now, we have 100% on channel 5. And away we go. Again, because I don't have very many pots, so I've always connect up a Viper. So I've got control of my volume. It's too loud, this thing, sometimes. Just turn that up a little bit. Anyway, so once you have that all going, you'll be right to control your Taigen tank using, well, I'm using a Tyrannus, and you can use your 9X, 9XR, 9XR Pro, anything like that. So there we have it. How to set up your RC2TG, make a unique identification here, bind the units, and away you go. Thanks for that.